Okay, guys. So sometimes we talk about two-dimensional movement versus three-dimensional, right? Si on parle des mouvements deux-dimensionnels ou trois-dimensionnels. So two-dimensional would be straight path, right? So c'est deux-dimensionnel. That's one motion. That would be two-dimensional. Mais l'instant tu mélanges deux, si on fait une rotation, right? If I start to rotate, now I'm using multiple joints in different planes of movement. If I do this kind of a motion, three-dimensional. If I'm screwing the arm, moving it forward and backwards, three-dimensional. So if I look at the leg, le jambe par exemple, le genou c'est comme un pentour, it's like a hinge. So that would be a very simple two-dimensional movement. I can start to recruit more things like a hip, right? The hip, but it's still really one plane of motion, right? I'm just kind of making a shape on one plane, on one lane. As soon as I start to add a rotation inwardly with my support leg, or if I start to migrate that toe tip and start to hit, and then after the fact rotate, scoop, it becomes three-dimensional. So one of the exercises we're going to do is this, very simple. Again, hold the guy's hand, right? And what we want to do is we're going to raise up our leg, and we're going to cross our leg. Right? I'll go here, easier for camera. So part of this exercise for teaching me how to move different parts of the body under duress, right? Alors c'est intelligence contre résistance. Mais en même temps, at the same time, on va savoir les zones sur les jambes qui sont douloureuses, right? What's painful, what's durable. So normally, martial styles will talk about hitting with the middle of the shin, which is all right, mais pour nous autres, c'est le maximum. Right? We'll hit with the shin as a perimeter, but we want to go increasingly towards the outside. Some really try to hit, like Muay Thai, for example, will generally teach just shin, and they'll condition, but we really want to hit shin towards the outer plane. The argument is that it's not as durable, which is true, but we're not looking to hit so hard that we damage ourselves or to give all of our power into a shot. It's really about sort of displacing somebody rather than full out kicking with everything we have. So we're going to hold hands. If you need to, you can put a hand on a wall if it helps or whatever you need. Lift up that one leg and we're going to hook. Anything we do here now is tough. So I can move. If we start, let's say, just swaying back and forth like a judo sweep, you'll see there's a point. Let's say Jordy keeps pushing. If I keep my toes in alignment, si je garde le même alignement, it's starting to pull. As soon as I rotate my toes, bend my hips, bend my knee, lift my hips, it gets easier. If I went like this on the wall, push, 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 and then went two-dimensionally, and he goes three-dimensionally, he's pivoting, he's lifting, he's going to really start to pull me. So I have to see what's the capacity of a two-dimensional movement, and where does a three-dimensional movement, or what's the difference between a three-dimensional movement. Ideally, I'm always going to look to put some amount of three-dimensionality into it. We're hooking, we're pulling, we're pushing. Sometimes you'll get in stasis, hook your, push your knee against my knee, keep your toes hooked. So now we're pushing knees together, hooking our feet, and we can keep that structure like a pretzel, right? We can move, yeah. I told you that pretzel would come. Yeah. We can change surfaces. I went to the outside, propelling, doesn't matter. But always helping each other for balance, which is great if both of you have horrible balance, then it actually makes you worse. And yeah, so I'm going to scoop to the outside. And we're just going to try to keep working it. I'm going to ask you to keep the same leg against the same leg for a while. Yeah? That's it. Enjoy.